Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Tonight's game on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net has been built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And brought to you in part by Genesis Sports. It's Friday night and time for Indiana High School football on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. Tonight's game is built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And brought to you in part by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. And by Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. And by High Gear Marketing at highgearmktg.com. Now, let's go to the field for Indiana High School football live on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net. It's week 7 of the Indiana High School football season, and teams are positioning themselves for the state tournament as the sectional drawing is Sunday night. Tonight we're at Crystal House Manual High School on the south side of downtown Indianapolis for an Indiana Crossroads Conference matchup between two 2A powerhouses, number 5 ranked Scecina and number 6 Triton Central. Good evening, everyone. I'm Steve Hartley. This is one of 4 games we have for you tonight on the IndianaHighSchoolSports.com network. We also have 4A number 10 Brebeuf hosting Terre Haute South, Monrovia and 1A top-ranked Lutheran, and in East Central Indiana, it's Mount Vernon and Delta. We'll see some of the best talent in the state tonight. Triton Central features junior quarterback Jace Stuckey. He's on track to set the single-season passing record as a junior at TC. Stuckey's favorite receiver is Brad Schultz. The senior is a legitimate Mr. Football candidate, and he's on track to set the career receiving mark for the Tigers. Now, when you think Scecina, it's senior defensive end Tamir Woods, who had an impressive 34 tackles for a loss just a year ago. It's Scecina and Triton Central on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Back with the starting lineups after this. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Welcome back to Ray Schultz Field on the campus of Crystal House at Manual High School, just south of downtown Indianapolis. We're getting set for Triton Central and Scecina, an Indiana Crossroads Conference matchup. Let's go over the starting lineups first tonight for Scecina on offense. The receiver is Tamir Woods, a 6'2", 160-pound senior. Mason Burial, a 5'7", 140-pound senior. Up front, Scecina goes this way with Johnny Murph, 6'3", 200 pounds and a senior. Andrew Cosmaker, 5'11", 170 pounds and a senior. Noah Stozinski, 5'9", 220 pounds and a sophomore. Adam Young, 5'8", 215, a senior. Calvin Connor, 5'11", 175, a senior. And Keaton Tebow, the tight end, 5'11", 170 pounds and a senior. The quarterback, DJ Mendez, 5'8", 170 and a junior. Fullback, Mason McClellan, 5'7", 150 and a sophomore. And the running back, Brandon Fitz-Ramey, 6'1", 160 pounds and a senior. Offensively for Triton Central, up front, Willie Baugh, 6 foot, 230-pound sophomore. Aiden Wasson, 6'4", 240 and a senior. Hayden Ball, 6 foot, 205 and a junior. Aiden Sosby, 6 foot, 245 and a senior. Landon Bailey, 5'11", 200 pounds and a sophomore. The receivers, Braden Wilkins, 6 foot, 175 and a junior. Brad Schultz, 5'9", 170 pounds and a senior. And Mason Compton, 5'10", 150 pounds and a junior. Chase Chandler will not play tonight for Tim Abel's ball club. The quarterback for Triton Central, Jay Stuckey, 6'3", 180 and a junior. And the running back, Ray Crawford, 5'9", 180 pounds and a junior. Defensively for Triton Central, they'll go this way up front. Mitch Ryan, 6'4", 230 pounds and a senior. Hayden Ball. Both teams have a lot of kids going both ways tonight. Hayden Ball, 6 foot, 205 and a senior. Aiden Sosby, 6 foot, 250 and a senior. Aiden Wasson, 6'4", 240 and a senior. Courtney Dunville, 6'1", 210 and a junior. Their leading tackler is Lucas Clayman, a 5'7", 175 pounds and a senior. Braden Wilkins, 6 foot, 175 and a junior. And Jared Schweitzer, 6 foot, 180 pounds and a senior. We'll also see a lot of Sam Kemper tonight. The defensive backs, Levi Dewey, who also doubles as their kicker, 5'9", 135 pounds and a junior. Ray Crawford, Brogan Winslow, 5'11", 175 and a senior. We'll see Brad Schultz in the defensive backfield as well. Also Mason Compton, we've already talked about him at the receiver position. So Scecina won the toss. They deferred to start the ball game. So the Triton Central offense will take over, and they will receive the kick to start the ball game. Brad Schultz, Mason Compton, Braden Wilkins will be back deep for the Tigers. Carter Nolan will kick off for the Crusaders. Nolan averages 54.4 yards per kick. Not a bad average, and it sure helps when your kicker can get the football in the end zone. That's for darn sure. We'll have scores throughout the night for you on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. We're transitioning from .net to .com, but of course you can ring us up on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net, and you'll probably be redirected later on tonight to .com. Nolan approaches the football, and it's a high end-over-end kick. Short one, fielded at the 11-yard line. That's Mason Compton. Compton across the 25, and he's going to be tackled somewhere around the 27-yard line. So Jay Stuckey and company will take over 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line. Stuckey was 11 of 11 for 296 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half last week against Ritter. Several of those were, believe it or not, actually all of them, Brad Schultz. Wilkins lines up here to the near side. Kemper now lines up as the lone setback behind Stuckey. Trips to the far side. Now Kemper lines up in a slot to the right. Stuckey gets in the gun. So you have receivers left and right, and here's Stuckey to throw. Flare out here on the near side to Kemper, 30. 35, gets a block from Wilkins. 45, runs over one tackler. Finally pushed out of bounds. Where are they going to mark the football? They're going to mark him at the 45-yard line. So a nifty run and catch there from Stuckey to Kemper. We haven't seen Kemper a ton on offense over the last 3 games. And Triton Central all of a sudden is in Scecina territory at their 45. Kemper lines up again in a slot to the left, trips to the near side. Wilkins over there on the far side. Stuckey back to throw. Steps up. Now he's going to run. Up the middle, he slides at the 40-yard line. Picks up a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5. Collier. Check that Kemper. A 5'10", 200-pound junior. Kemper in motion. Toss goes to Crawford. Crawford looks to get the edge, and he's chipped up from behind, just shy of the 40-yard line. Mason Barrio on the tackle for Scecina. Barrio, 5'7", 140-pound senior, the leading tackler for Scecina. It's going to be a loss of 1 yard on the play, so it'll be 3rd down and 6 from the Scecina 41. Stuckey in the gun, receivers right and left. Stuckey, we're going to have a false start go against the Tigers. And that's going to march the football back about another 5 yards. So that's something that Tim Abel and company did not need with 10:21 to go here in the first quarter. No score, just underway. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com or give them a call, 317-257-0779. And by Genesis Sports Performance, Graham Wilkerson and Dale Speckman over there. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. Tigers to the line. Compton motions near side, and Stuckey will roll right. Stuckey looks for Schultz down the sideline, and he's got it. Stuckey rainbowed the near side, and Schultz comes away with it. And he's going to be spotted around the 17-yard line. So it'll be 1st down for the Tigers. Another nifty catch there by Brad Schultz, who is a definite Mr. Football candidate. Tigers in the red zone here with 9:40 to go. Clock continuing to run. Trips to the far side. Crawford lines up in a slot to the left, traditionally at running back. Kemper now at the running back position. Stuckey underneath. Has Schultz, looks to get one block, gets the edge inside the 25. They're going to mark it at the 24. Call it a gain of 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and a long 6. Make sure you check out our game recaps late tonight, early tomorrow morning. We'll have game recaps from a bunch of ball games from around the area, and then we'll promote as many kids as we can on Twitter as well. Here we're just underway, and Triton Central mounting a nice little drive. Kemper and Crawford in the backfield. Stuckey underneath center. Hands the ball off to Crawford. He's going nowhere. Noah Stasinski, one of the tacklers there for the Crusaders. Adam Young also in on the tackle for Scecina. They'll bring up 3rd down, and again, a long 6. 8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Triton Central to the line. Compton here on the near side. Sam Kemper in the slot to the right. Crawford to the right of Stuckey. Jace rolls right, looking for help, still looking, he throws it away. Throws it away, there'll be an incompletion, no intentional grounding on that one. It'll bring up a 4th down, and Levi Dewey will come on to attempt a field goal. Mason Compton's going to hold. And Dewey will attempt, looks like about 32-yard field goal. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is up, and he got it. Dewey nails a 32-yarder. And with 8:06 to go here in the first quarter of play, it's Triton Central 3, Scecina nothing.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Well, Triton Central took the opening kickoff and marched right down the field. And Levi Dewey just nailed a 32-yard field goal, and the Tigers have an early 3-0 lead. 8:06 to go here in quarter number 1. Dewey will kick it off. What a beautiful night for Indiana high school football. Fall is definitely here. Temperature in the upper 60s. Tamir Woods, Mason Barrio back deep for Scecina, standing at around their 10-yard line. Levi Dewey averages around 45-plus yards on average per kickoff. Low end-over-end kick hits a Scecina player on the up line, and it's finally recovered over there by Adam Young. Young recovers the errant kick. Now, I don't think that was a designed onside kick. But nonetheless, Scecina will take over. 1st and 10. The football will be spotted at their own 41-yard line. DJ Mendez, the quarterback, 5'8", 170, and a junior, leads his team onto the field. He has a lot of offensive weapons. Woods at one receiver, Barrio at the other, and a fine tailback in Brandon Fitz-Ramey. Ramey has 90 carries on the year for 549 yards and 8 TDs. Mendez in the gun, trips here to the near side. Ramey to the left of Mendez. Mendez gives to Ramey over right side. He's met there by a host of Triton Central defenders. Courtney Dunville in on the tackle for the Tigers. Call it a gain of 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Mendez is 35 of 73 in the season for 640 yards and 7 touchdowns. He's also rushed for 4 TDs versus only 3 interceptions. Barrio, Tebow, and Woods here to the near side. Mendez in the gun once again, back to throw. Mendez steps up, fires here on the near side. He has his man, and Tamir Woods on the catch. And that's a Crusaders' 1st down. So a nifty pass there from Mendez to Woods. And the football will be spotted around the 36 of Triton Central. Jacob Martin into the ball game at the receiver slot. Martin, Barrio, and Tebow to the far side. Tebow now motions near, and Ramey gets the handoff from Mendez, and he's not going anywhere. So he's running hard, but he's finally knocked out of bounds. They'll keep the clock going. Sam Kemper and Ray Crawford knock him out of bounds here on the near side. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. crowd for the Crusaders not happy with that spot. 2nd down and 10. Clock continuing to wind down. We're at the midway point here of the first quarter. Trips to the far side. Woods here to the near. Mendez in the gun. Back to throw. We got a whistle. And we're waiting for the call. It's going to be a false start against Scecina. They'll back him up another 5 yards. So I'll make it 2nd down and 5. Crusaders at 5-1 on the season, coached by the legendary Ott Hurley. 3-1 here in the Indiana Crossroads Conference. Scecina has won 7 of the last 8 games against Triton Central, including last year's 27-0 win. Mendez in the gun. Receivers right and left. Mendez rolls far side, gets a block from Ramey, fires, and he has his man over there on the far side. And the pass is complete to Jacob Martin, the 5'9", 140-pound junior. Gain of about 6 yards on the play to bring up 3rd and 9. We're at the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. 3-0, Triton Central with the early lead on a 32-yard Levi Dewey field goal. Woods, Barrio, and now we have a flag. Laundry all over the field. And it looks like we're going to have another false start going against Scecina. They'll back it up. That'll erase the gain. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. They put a roof and gutters on our house, and Sam and Robbie Erie did a bang-up job, and their crew. Give them a call or visit their website. Mendez in the gun. Pressure being applied by Triton Central. Scecina does a nice job picking it up. Mendez fires here on the near side. He has his man across the 10-yard line, the 5, and down inside the 5-yard line is Keaton Tebow. Tebow, the 5'11", 170-pound senior. They're going to spot the football around the 2-yard line. Mendez, the Tebow there, and Scecina for the first time tonight is in the red zone. Woods checks out of the football game, as does Jacob Martin. Mendez under center from the 2. There's Ramey. He gets the handoff, and he dives in, and they're going to say he's short. They're going to spot the ball around the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. 4:05 to go. Clock rolling. Crusaders back to the line. Tebow lines up here on the left side. Barrio to the far. And Mendez will take it right up the gut. We have flags, and let's see what we have here. Another false start against Scecina. So penalties, unforced errors, have hampered the Crusaders here in the early going. Michael McConnell checks into the football game. McConnell replaces Fitz Ramey. So it'll be 2nd down and goal. And the football will be spotted around the 6-yard line. Tebow here to the near side, trips to the far. Toss, right side. That's McConnell, and McConnell's wrapped up. And he's going to be right around the 5-yard line. It'll be 3rd down, 3rd and goal. They're going to spot it just shy of the 5-yard. Check that, just shy of the goal line. Kind of tough to see up here. Eye in the backfield. Mendez takes it right at the gut, gets a push, and he scores. DJ Mendez takes it in from 1 yard out, and just like that, Scecina answers and takes a lead for the first time tonight with 2:46 to go here in the first quarter of play. Carter Nolan comes on to attempt the point after. Nice answer by Scecina despite the penalties for false starts. Nolan, who punts and kicks for the Crusaders. Snap down, Nolan's kick is up and he nailed it. So 2:46 to go here in quarter number one. Scecina takes the lead. It's 7-3.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, Triton Central scored first blood, and Scecina answers it with DJ Mendez, the quarterback, pounding it in from the 1-yard line, and Scecina with a 7-3 lead. Scores from around the area tonight. Western Boone leads Southmont 7-0. It's a huge game. Southmont undefeated, ranked in the top 10 in 2A. Hamilton Heights leads Tipton 7-0. New Pal all over Shelbyville early in the first quarter, 21-0. And we'll have other scores for you throughout the night here on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. So Nolan tees the football up at his own 40. Kind of a line drive kick fielded here on the near side by Mason Compton. Compton fields it at his 10 across the 20. Fumbles the football, Scecina has it. Scecina recovers the football, and they're going to have it inside the 30-yard line. Huge turn of events there, and Scecina will have an opportunity to take advantage of that miscue. They're going to spot the ball at the 29. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Crusaders. DJ Mendez gets the call. The tide could certainly change here on this drive. Woods to the near side, trips to the far. Mendez in the gun. Mendez fires far side, has Barrio. Barrio tries to get a block, gets outside the 25, maybe to the 24. They're going to spot it right at the 25-yard line. Gain of 4 yards on the play, be 2nd down and 6. Calvin Conner checks out of the football game. For Scecina. Twins left and right. Ramey the lone setback behind Mendez. Mendez runs option near side. He keeps it. Breaks one tackle. Spins. Still spinning. Gets inside the 20 looking for another block. And he's finally wrapped up inside the 15-yard line. Mendez will have enough for a 1st down. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. So Scecina in the red zone for the 2nd time tonight. Minute 32 to go here. Clock running in the first quarter. Martin lines up to the far side. Woods and Barrio here to the near. Mendez in the gun once again. Looks for Woods, can't find him. Fires over the middle, and the pass is incomplete. Jacob Martin, the intended receiver, and a flag is thrown. And it looks like that may be pass interference on Brad Schultz. That'll be an automatic 1st down for Scecina. So I'll put the football around the 7-yard line. Be first and goal from the 7. Barrio and Woods here to the near side. Martin over there in the far. Tebow in the slot to the right. Mendez in the shotgun, back to throw. Has time, fires over the middle, and the pass is incomplete, intended for Keaton Tebow. Mendez wound up and fired a fastball over the middle, and Tebow couldn't hang on. Nice defense there by Triton Central. Stops the clock with 1:04 to go. Crusaders averaging 286 yards of offense and 33 points a ball game. Trips to the near side, and Ramey gets it, and he gets across down to the 5-yard line. They're going to spot the ball around the 3. Be third down and short with about 50 seconds to go in the quarter. Clock continuing to run. McConnell checks into the football game, replacing Martin. What do we have? Looks like we got a timeout. Triton Central calls timeout with 46 seconds to go, or do they? They do not. That was an official's timeout, probably. Clock continuing to roll. Mendez back to the huddle. Barrio and Woods here to the near side. Tebow over there on the far side. Ramey get the left side, and McConnell can't get in. Michael McConnell, the 5'6", 140-pound senior. And now we got a flag. What's that about? That's probably going to be a sideline warning. Sideline warning going against Triton Central. That'll bring up second and goal. They're going to spot the football around the, just around the 2-yard line. And Scecina will be content running the clock out here in the first quarter. At the end of 1 quarter of play from Ray Schultz Field at Crystal House at Manual High School, it's Scecina 7, Triton Central 3.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, Scecina looking to take advantage of the fumble by Mason Compton on that kickoff. And we have a fresh 12 on the clock with Scecina sporting a 7-3 lead. They have the football. Second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Mendez hands it over left side to Ramey, spins, breaks one tackle, he dives into the end zone for a Scecina touchdown. Ramey takes it in from 2 yards over the left side, and Scecina takes advantage of the fumble, and Carter Nolan will come on to attempt the point after. Well, victory typically goes to the team that makes the least amount of mistakes. And that was a big one. Carter Nolan will attempt the point after. Snap is down. Nolan drills it. And with 11:57 to go here in the first half of play, It's Scecina 14, Triton Central 3. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, back at Ray Schultz Field, legendary football coach and athletic director at Manual High School. It's number 5 Scecina leading number 6 Triton Central in a 2A powerhouse clash, 14-3. Scores from around the area: Lebanon leads Crawfordsville 7-0. That ball game in the second quarter. It's Warren Central 7, Lawrence North 0. That ball game in the first quarter. New Pal now with a 28-0 lead over Shelbyville. We'll have more scores throughout the night. Carter Nolan approaches the football. It's high end over end kick, fielded over there on the far side. And finally run out of bounds is Ray Crawford. Crawford forced out of bounds. Brandon Fitzramey out over there on the far side, the near side, knocking him out of bounds. So Jay Stuckey and company will take over, looking to answer. Heritage Christian leading Lapel 14-7. That ball game in the second quarter. So the Tigers come to the line. Compton and Schultz here to the near side. Crawford and Kemper to the left and right of Stuckey. Stuckey hands off to Crawford over the right side, gets across the 25-yard line, keeps his feet moving, and he's finally tackled. Mason Barrio in there on the tackle for Scecina. Marcus Grayhouse also on the tackle. Gain of 8 yards on the play. Be second down and 2. Football spotted at the 30-yard line, just shy of the 30 of Scecina. Lapel has inched closer to Heritage Christian at 14-13. Here's Stuckey. Fires over the middle. Pass is complete. And that is Braden Wilkins, and he'll have enough for a Triton Central first down. Wilkins gets into Triton Central territory at the 49. So Stuckey to Wilkins, that connection, not wasting any time. Wilkins had 2 receptions on the season for 35 yards. He's averaging 17.5 yards of reception. He also has a pair of rushing touchdowns. Wilkins replacing Chase Chandler tonight. Receivers left and right. Stuckey directing some traffic. High snap. Stuckey handles it fine. Now he's going to run. And he slides down at around the 46-yard line. That'll bring up second down and 4. 10:05 to go here in the first half of play. Our halftime guest, we hope, Scecina Athletic Director Jason Kerr. We'll also have scores from around the area. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. Kemper in motion. Stuckey, play action fake to Crawford. Stuckey looking for help. Oh, he's going to be hit from behind. Tamir Woods knocks him down from behind. There'll be a loss of about 1. That'll bring up 3rd and 11 from the 50-yard line. Good coverage defensively for Scecina with Madden Barrio, Mason Barrio, Ty Walker, and Brendan Keene. That'll bring up 3rd and long. Marcus Greathouse also back there defensively. Trips here to the near side. Stuckey in the shotgun. Crawford to his right. Stuckey back to throw. Steps up, pressured by Woods. Now he's going to have to run. And he's brought down by Woods just across the 46-yard line, 45-yard line. They're going to spot at the 44. Bring up 4th down and 5. Woods tripped him up from behind. Tamir Woods, a 6'2", 160-pound senior, has had 53 tackles on the season thus far, 17 of those for a loss. So the Tigers are going to punt. Hayden Ball will be on to punt for Triton Central. He'll stand at his own 43-yard line. End over end punt. Fielded over there on the far side by Barrio. That's Madden Barrio, and then he breaks 1 tackle, and he's brought down around the 14-yard line. So that's where Scecina and company will take over with 7:49 to go. They have an 11-point lead over Triton Central.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Well, while we were away, Brandon Fitzramey took the handoff from Mendez, and we had no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ramey had 24 carries for 202 yards and a touchdown against Speedway earlier this year. The sectional drawing will be Sunday night, and both these ball clubs could be headed for a rematch. Receivers left and right. Mendez in the gun. Rolls here to the near side. A little pop pass, and it looks like he threw it away. He was pressured from behind. And that'll bring up 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Jared Schweitzer, 6', 180-pound senior on the pressure for Triton Central. Stops the clock with 7:01 to go here in the half. Scecina sporting a 14-3 lead. Woods lines up on the far side. Barrio, Tebow here on the near. Mendez, the throw again. Mendez looking over the middle. Rainbows down the middle, and the pass is picked up by Brad Schultz. Schultz has it, 45, 50, gets 1 block, 35, 30. And finally knocked down inside the Scecina 25-yard line. So it looked like some miscommunication there from Mendez to Mason Barrio. Brad Schultz was there, picked it off for Triton Central, and the Tigers have an opportunity to trim this Scecina lead. Schultz, a 5'9", 170-pound senior. Back there on defense on occasion. He had one pick against Indian Creek several weeks ago. The Tigers to the line. Compton here on the near side. Schultz motions far. Stuckey hands it off to Crawford. Crawford inside the 20-yard line. They're going to spot it right around the 20-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Clock continuing to roll, 6:30 to go. Heritage Christian now with a 20-13 lead over LaPel in the second quarter. At halftime, our halftime guest will be Scecina Athletic Director Jason Kerr, we hope. We'll also have scores from around the area. Schultz and Compton here to the near side. Here's Jay Stuckey, hands it off over left side to Crawford. Crawford breaks one tackle inside the 15-yard line, keeps his feet moving. And they're going to spot it at the 14. It's going to be close to a Triton Central first down. And they're going to give it to him, so it'll be a first down for TC. We're at the midway point of the second quarter. First and 10 from the 14-yard line. Mason lines up. Mason and Sam Kemper line up on the far side. There's Schweitzer now lining up the tight end position. Schultz here to the near side, and Stuckey to throw again. Stuckey getting pressured. Pressure more again by Tamir Woods. Stuckey evades him. Fastball in the end zone, and the pass is incomplete. That'll bring up second down and 10. Stuckey was looking for Sam Kemper in the back of the end zone and didn't work out too well. He was pressured heavily there by Tamir Woods. Clock stopped with 5:15 to go. Second and 10 from the 14. Western Boone now with a 10-0 lead over Southmont that ball game in the second quarter. Trips to the far side. Kemper in motion here to the near side. Crawford again, right up the middle. Keeps pounding, moving his feet, and they're going to give him forward progress down to the 10. Call it a gain of 3 yards. It'll be third and a long 7. So a big play here for the Tigers. We'll see what Tim Abel dials up. Tonight's ball game also brought to you by Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. My buddy Dave Everett over there. Great selection of used cars. Here Triton Central has the football. Receivers right and left. Crawford motions far side. Kemper the lone setback, and he gets the football from Jay Stuckey. Breaks one tackle, keeps his feet moving. Fumbles the football. Who's going to have it? Scecina says they do. And they're not going to call him down. Scecina has the football. So a second Triton Central fumble. Well, this one is very costly as the Tigers are on the drive. So Scecina recovers the football around their own 7-yard line. They'll take over with 4:19 to go. Boy, turnovers have certainly been the key to the game so far. Mendez comes to the line in the gun. Tebow lines up in the slot to the left. Martin here to the near side. And we have a whistle, and I bet it's going to be a false start. False start against the Crusaders, their 4th of the night. Be first down and 15. Spot the football around the 3-yard line. This is a Triton Central defense. It's only giving up 16 points a ball game. And only 254 yards a contest. Scecina with the receivers right and left. Ramey gets the call. He's pressured from behind, and he's going to be tackled in the end zone. That's going to be a safety. Tough putt there. And that'll be 2 points for Triton Central. Hayden Ball in there on the tackle for Triton Central. So Scecina will have an opportunity to punt the football, and Triton Central is going to get it with 4:07 to go. Interesting turn of events here. So Braden Wilkins and Ray Crawford, Brad Schultz, they have all their big guns out there. Sam Kemper. So it'll be Compton and check that Wilkins and Schultz. It'll be deep. Now Crawford goes back deep and Wilkins will step up. So Wilkins and Kemper will be the up backs, if you will. Schultz and Crawford deep. They stand around their 27-yard line. Carter Nolan will kick off from his own 20. Short end over ender. Schultz has it from his 40. Schultz turns the corner, 45, a flag that's going to come back. Schultz is knocked out of bounds around the 32-yard line. Nice return by Schultz, but we're going to have a penalty against Triton Central. It's a hold, so that'll bring the football back and stops the clock with just under 4 minutes to go in the half. Scores from around the area. Christian Brothers of Missouri all over Chittard, 41-17 at the half. Lebanon leads Crawfordsville 14-0. That ball game in the second quarter of play. It's Center Grove 14, Pike 0. That ball game in the second quarter. Lawrence North has evened up Warren Central at 7. Hamilton Heights 21, Tipton 0. That ball game in the second period of play. New Pal blitzing Shelbyville 35-0 in the second quarter. Tri-West with a 20-0 lead over North Montgomery. Here, Triton Central has the football, 1st and 10 from their 40-yard line. Here's Ray Crawford. Crawford looks to turn the corner, dancing across the 45-yard line to around the 46. Call it a gain of 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Clock continuing to roll. 3:40 to go. Brownsburg and Zionsville deadlocked at 3. That ball game in the first quarter. It's Sheridan 7, North Central of Farmersburg 0. That ball game in the first quarter of play. Second down and 4. Triton Central with the football. Wilkins and Compton here to the near side. Schultz to the far and Stuckey to throw. Stuckey looking for Schultz. Stuckey's going to run it. 45, looks to get the edge, breaks one tackle. He's across the 50 and out of bounds around the 49-yard line of Scecina, but it's enough for a Triton Central first down. Stuckey kind of a nifty, deceiving runner. He knows when to get down, and he knows when to get out of bounds. He's rushed for 5 touchdowns already this season. Clock is stopped with 3:02 to go. Trips to the near side, twins to the far. There's Jay Stuckey. Back to throw once again. Stuckey looking. He has Crawford here in the flat to the near side, and Crawford stumbled. The turf monster got him. Ray got across the 45-yard line down to the 43. Still got to pick up around 6 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 4. Clock continuing to run. 2:40 to go in the half. And Triton Central looking to pull within 2 points. And Scecina will get the football to start the second half. So this is a very important drive for Triton Central. Schultz and Compton to the far side. Wilkins and Kemper here to the near. Stuckey will keep it. Stuckey 35, and he'll slide there. And he'll have enough for a Triton Central first down. That'll stop the clock with 2:10 to go. Heads up play there by Stuckey. Now the clock rolls. 1st and 10 from the Scecina 35-yard line. So Triton Central very methodical in their drive on this series. Compton and Schultz to the far side. Here's Wilkins to the near. Kemper and Crawford the setback. Schultz now in motion. Crawford gets the handoff, looks to turn the edge. He does so, gets inside the 30-yard line, continues with his feet moving, and he's going to be brought down around the 26-yard line. Marcus Greathouse there on the tackle for Scecina, and Triton Central calls timeout with 1:35 to go. It's Scecina 14, Triton Central 5.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Minute 35 to go here in the first half of play, and we've had a very interesting ball game. A lot of false starts against Scecina, but the two big plays have been the fumbles by Triton Central that have been converted into 14 points by Scecina. Triton Central has the football. They're on a drive now. It's going to be 3rd down and around 2 yards to go. Football is going to be spotted at the 27, just shy of the 26. Trips to the near side, Stuckey in the gun. Kemper in motion. Stuckey rolls near side. He's pressured by Woods. He fires it. Oh, and the pass is dropped. Intended for Brad Schultz. Tamir Woods with heavy pressure for Scecina. Jalen Long also there defensively for Scecina. That'll bring up 3rd down and 2 with 1:28 to go. Football spotted at the 27. Again, at halftime, our guest will be Scecina Athletic Director Jason Kerr. We'll also have scores from around the area. Receivers right and left. Here's Stuckey to throw. Fires near side to Schultz. Schultz looks to get a block. Turns the corner at the 20, and he's corralled around the 18-yard line. That'll be a 1st down for Triton Central. And the clock will stop for the chains to move. Clock stops at the 1:12 to go. Referees conferring. We'll see what we have here. I don't know if Triton Central called timeout. It doesn't appear that they did. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Football spotted around the 18-yard line. Triton Central to the line. 5 receivers in the ball game for Jay Stuckey. And they are adjusting the game clock. Beautiful night. Crescent moon. Mark Webster spinning the dials for us tonight on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Mark, is that a crescent moon? Is that would you call that a crescent moon? Huh? Okay. All right, 1:21 to go. Now they're winding the clock. 5 receivers in the ball game for Triton Central. Stuckey to throw. Stuckey, plenty of time. Has his receiver over on the far side, and that is Braden Wilkins. Check that Mason Compton over there on the far side. And Triton Central will call timeout with 1:05 to go. They trail by 9.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Minute 5 to go here in the first half of play. Scecina leading Triton Central 14-5, but the Tigers are on the drive. They have the football, second down and 8. The football spotted around the 16-yard line. 5 receivers in the ball game once again. Trips here to the near side. Schultz. Stuckey back to throw. Fires in the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Well, we've got a flag on the play. Looks like Mason Compton had the football. And we'll see what it looks like. They're pointing towards Scecina. It could be a hold. Triton Central struck. Oh, now it's a legal man downfield against Triton Central. So that will negate the touchdown pass, the 16-yarder to Compton. Penalties have been a big key here in the ballgame. That's going to bring the football back to around the 21-yard line, so it'll be second down and looks like around 13, maybe 14 to go. Trips here to the near side. You got Schultz, Wilkins, and Compton. And what do we have now? Looks like Triton Central will take a timeout with 58.7 seconds to go. And with that, we'll take a break. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Well, Triton Central is on the move, but that last penalty, that was a killer. So if you're Tim Abel, you at the half in the locker room, you get ball security, ball security, ball security. And not Hurley, it's, hey, let's pay attention. Pay attention to the snap count. 58.7 ticks to go. It's a 9-point Scecina lead. Triton Central with the football. Second down and 17 from the 26. Stuckey in the gun, back to throw. Stuckey has pressure, rolls near side, looking, fires, and the pass is incomplete. Stuckey threw it away. Keaton Tebow was providing a lot of pressure over there, along with Jalen Long. That'll bring up third down and long with 49 seconds to go. Very important drive for Triton Central. They need to put some points on the board. Scecina gets the ball to start the half. 14-5. TC traveled pretty well over there on the far side. Just a great night for Friday Night Lights. Trips to the near side, Twins to the far. Here's Stuckey, and we've got a whistle. And we have an official's timeout, it appears. Scecina will call timeout with 49.4 to go. With that, we'll take a timeout on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Well, this ball game has been everything we thought of. Indiana Crossroads Conference, a battle for second place here. Lutheran is undefeated. They're at home against Monrovia. We have that ball game on the IndianaHighSchoolSports.com network, along with Terre Haute South and Brebeuf. And up in Muncie, Pendleton Heights and Delta. Here, Triton Central has the football, 49 seconds to go in the half. They trail by 9. Receivers left and right. Stuckey in the gun once again. Stuckey's been held in check to a degree. Back to throws, Chase. Pressured. Running over on the far side. He's dragged from behind by Jalen Long. And when penalty flags are flying, and we'll wait to see what we have. Looks like a personal foul. Horse collar, perhaps. Looks like the early indication over there on the far side. Jay Stuckey took off. Jalen Long swung him to the ground. And it is a horse collar going against Scecina. So that'll be a 15-yard personal foul. And that's just what the Tigers needed and not what Scecina needed. Clock is stopped with 39.8 to go. Halftime, we'll have some scores from around the area. And reminding you that late tonight, early tomorrow morning, go to IndianaHighSchoolSports.net or .com. And you'll get plenty of game recaps from games from around the area. And we'll also promote as many kids as possible on Twitter. It's all about promoting high school football here in the state of Indiana. Third down and from probably around 4 yards. Football spotted around the 12-yard line. Jay Stuckey looking for the call. Receivers left and right. Stuckey, flea flicker to Crawford, back to Stuckey. Stuckey can't hang on, and he's going to be dropped for a loss. And Triton Central will call timeout with 29 seconds to go. We'll keep it here. So Triton Central employing a flea flicker, and Jay Stuckey just couldn't hang on to the football. And that'll be roughly around a 12-yard loss. So it'll be 4th and long. We'll see if they have Levi Dewey come in to try a field goal. Western Boone leading Southmont 17-0. That ball game at the half, and Southmont facing the toughest part of their schedule. They still, I believe, have Tri-West to go and Lebanon. So when you play Danville, Western Boone, Tri-West, and Lebanon in succession, that's a tough putt. So Levi Dewey will come on. He'll attempt a 37-yard field goal. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is up, and it's long enough, and it's good. So Dewey drills it from 37 yards, and that trims the Scecina lead to 14-8. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Well, back at Ray Schultz Field on the campus of Crystal House at Manual, just south of downtown Indianapolis. Levi Dewey drilled a 37-yarder for Triton Central. And the Tigers trail Scecina now by a 14-8 count with 17 seconds to go. Dewey tees it up at his 14. Tamir Woods back deep for Scecina. Madden Barrio also back deep for the Crusaders. And again, Scecina will get the football to start the half. And if Triton Central could eliminate some of these mistakes, speaking specifically of the fumbles, this could be a little bit of a different ball game. What are we waiting for? Waiting for the play clock, the game clock rather, to get set. So trying to get the game clock in place here. A little stressful with the technology up here in the press box. All right, looks like we're set to go. Dewey approaches the football. Squib kick, bounces several times, fielded by one of the up back around the 24-yard line. Jacob Martin fielding the ground ball, if you will, and the Crusaders will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. We'll see if Mendez takes a knee. Interesting first half. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Graham Wilkerson and Dale Speckman at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at UniversalRFG.com. Receivers left and right. Mendez in the gun. Mendez back to throw. Pressured out of the pocket, rolls here to the near side. Mendez, his pass is incomplete, intended for Jacob Martin here on the near side, the 5'9", 140-pound junior, just a tad high. Then they'll bring up second down. The clock is stopped with 17.2 to go. Here come the Crusaders back to the line. Trips to the near side. There's Tamir Woods over on the far. Ramey the lone setback. Mendez rolls near side, pressured, steps up, runs, fires, rainbows the near side. Wide open is Martin. 20, 15. He's pushed out of bounds by Brad Schultz. And it was Schultz that was all that was keeping from Martin from scampering into the end zone. And that stops the clock with 7.3 to go. And the Crusaders will have the football, 1st and goal, again in the red zone at the Triton Central 11-yard line. Martin was wide open, nobody near him here on the near side. So we'll see what Ott Hurley and company dial up. They lead it by 9. Woods and Barrio to the far side. Tebow here on the near. Back to throws Mendez once again. Pressured, and he's going to be sacked. Jared Schweitzer on the tackle, along with Sam Kemper for Triton Central. Stops the clock with 1.3 to go, and Ott Hurley will call timeout. We'll keep it here. So we'll see if Carter Nolan will come on to attempt a long field goal. We know that Nolan's got quite a leg when it kicks off, averaging 44.4 yards a kick. Not sure about the field goal situation. Senior night here at Crystal House Emmanuel High School, where Scecina is playing this ball game tonight. Tonight's ball game also brought to you by High Gear Marketing. Visit High Gear at highgearmktg.com. Scecina next week will be at Ritter for a battle against the Raiders. Triton Central will be at home against Beech Grove. So no one will attempt a 36-yard field goal. The snap is down. Nolan's kick is up, and it's going to be wide left. And that will be the end of the first half of play. And your score, it's Scecina 14, Triton Central 5. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
Welcome back to Ray Schultz Field on the campus of Crystal House at Manual High School. We're at halftime in this Indiana Crossroads Conference matchup between Scecina and Triton Central, where the Crusaders lead the Tigers by a 14-8 score. Let's go with some scores from around the area tonight. At halftime, it's Christian Brothers of Missouri, one of the top teams in the state of Missouri, blitzing Chittard 41-17 at the half. It's Western Boone 17, Southmont 0, that ball game at halftime. Carmel with a 7-point lead over Ben Davis, 7-0 at half. Many of these ball games at the half, Hamilton Heights crushing Tipton 28-0. It's Hamilton Southeastern 14, Noblesville 0, that ball game at the half. We'll have a running clock between New Pal and Shelbyville. New Pal with a 49-0 lead over the Golden Bears, that ball game at the half. It's Franklin 14, Plainfield 0, that game at halftime. Late in the second quarter, it's Brownsburg 36, Zionsville 3, Lebanon 21, Crawfordsville 0, that ball game late in the second period of play. Sheridan with a 14-0 lead over North Central of Farmersburg. Center Grove leading Pike 22-0, that ball game late in the second quarter. Lawrence North has taken the lead over Warren Central, that ball game in the second period of play as well. It's Fishers 14, Franklin Central 0. Pendleton Heights trailing Delta 7-3. You can hear that ball game on our Muncie East Central station up there at IndianaHighSchoolSports.com. Sam Niger will carrying the play-by-play broadcast up there. Eastern leads Tri-Central 30-6. Tri-West all over North Montgomery 20-8. That ball game in the second quarter of play. It's Guerin Catholic 21, Northview 14. And we'll have other scores for you throughout the night as time warrants. We're at halftime now where it's Scecina 14 and Triton Central 8. Back with our halftime guest, Jim Stanbro after we pause for this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
Welcome back to Crystal House at Manual High School. We're at halftime where Scecina leads Triton Central 14-8, and joining me now is Scecina first-year basketball coach Jim Stanbro. And Jim, thanks for joining us. And a little transition for you this season.
Yes, it is. I've been at Lawrence North for the last 9 years and have been a friend of Jack Keever's for 35 years. Knew I would be there till he retired. But since he retired, I knew I wasn't going to stay at the school, so I was looking for other opportunities. Saw that Scecina came open. I actually grew up about 1 mile from Scecina High School. My mom lived there for 42 years, so it's a school I'm very familiar with from my past, and it's a great opportunity for me and hopefully for this school as well.
Talk about the transition. When you take over a program, you had Lawrence North has been a very, very successful program for a very long time. You come in, you've got your systems that you had at Lawrence North. Talk about the transition from going from one program to the next.
Well, it's obviously going to be difficult from the standpoint that we're getting a late start. We didn't have June to work together, and we've only had actually 2 workouts so far, where there's some teams have been working out since the middle of August. But this transition, you got to know what you have. You got to see the kids play. Most of our kids are playing in fall sports, so not many people are showing up for workouts at this point because all of them are playing something else. But the transition, it's not something that ultimately worries me. I think I can adjust, from a Lawrence North type talent level to a Scecina type talent level, from 4A to 2A. Still bring some of those things, but you ultimately got to see what kind of talent you have, what skills they have, and then implement something that'll put their best foot forward.
Without divulging too much to the competition, talk a little bit about some of the style, offensively and defensively, that you'll employ.
Well, I'm a man coach. I was actually a basketball manager for Bob Knight back in the late 70s, so I man-to-man oriented. But I'll play other defenses if warranted. Offensively, I like to run, but you got to have the rebounders and skill kids to do that. So we'll have to wait and see. I tend to like to set ball screens, but again, you just got to evaluate what you have, and it's going to be a while before I get these football players. Hopefully they'll go a long way, but that's just going to put more pressure on us to get them going.
You hear a lot about kids specializing in one sport. What's your philosophy on kids playing multiple sports?
Well, I know it's something you see a lot more in the 4A at the 4A level, but I'm all for kids playing multiple sports. I think there's value in carryover from one sport to the other. Obviously, to start a season when kids are maybe only been out for basketball a week or two after their football season's over, that there's certainly a transition that's going to happen. But I think kids should enjoy themselves and play multiple sports. It's something they'll look back on and be more appreciate when they're older like us.
Talk a little bit about some of the kids that are coming back and some of the newcomers that you'll have an opportunity to coach for the first time.
Well, we definitely have some. Everybody's back except for one senior that graduated. So we definitely got a good core nucleus of kids coming back. Keaton Thibault was the leading scorer last year. He'll be back. And then Caleb Myland is a big kid, 6'8", was a freshman last year, got a little bit of varsity time. He's back. So we definitely got some pieces to put together, and I'm looking forward to that.
Indiana Crossroads Conference, it's not easy.
No.
So talk a little bit about some of the competition and schools that you'll be facing.
Well, I honestly haven't taken a whole in-depth look at all those schools and what they have coming back at this point. A little bit more worried about what we've got going. Actually looked at the sectional opponents a little bit more than the conference. But we're in a new sectional this year. Some might say, not as many high-level teams in the sectional, but Eastern Hancock's tremendously good. They were something like 22-6 last year, and have everybody back but one player. So, and the sectional's at Eastern Hancock. So that'll be a challenge.
That'll be a challenge. When does the season actually start?
November.
Obviously it's in late November, but I've been looking at some schedules today, putting together our schedule for girls and boys, and what I'm seeing, at least on the boys' side, it's kind of all over the board.
Yeah, well, official practice starts on November 7th, so we're not too far away.
Right.
I think we have something like 11 scheduled workouts in between now and then, so it'll give us a little bit of chance to get some things going. But looking forward to the start of the season, and just kind of waiting to see when the football team moves on and how they do, and hope they do well, but that's going to impact us as well.
Yeah, Jim, thanks very much for joining us. Appreciate it very much. We'll look forward to calling a couple of games.
Oh, look forward to having you.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. That's Scecina new basketball coach Jim Stanbro. Right now we're at halftime where Scecina holds a 14-8 lead over Triton Central. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Hi, I'm Steve Hartley, owner and founder of High Gear Marketing, a digital advertising company focusing on data to help businesses improve market share and drive new customers. Are you tired with the lack of accountability from your current vendors? Are you frustrated with your return on investment? Well, my program is different. You actually don't pay unless you sell something. High Gear Marketing takes all the risk. You have zero to lose. If you're interested, text me at 317-523-4100.
Well, back at Ray Schultz Field, Ray Schultz was a legendary football coach here at Manual and athletic director for a long, long time. And they named the field after him here. And, of course, this is now Crystal House at Manual. So a real tribute to Coach Schultz. We're at halftime where both teams are on the field warming up. And we do have some updated scores from around the area. We'll give those to you. New Pal just hammering Shelbyville 49-0. That ball game, obviously, with a running clock. It's Heritage Christian leading LaPel 27-19. That ball game at the half. Brownsburg all over Zionsville 36-3. That ball game at the half as well. Also at halftime, at Center Grove 29, Pike 0. Lawrence North has extended their lead by 14 over Warrant Central 21-7. Hamilton Heights leading Tipton 28-0. Also at halftime, Hamilton Southeastern leading Noblesville 14-0. Brebeuf leading Terre Haute South 3-0. That ball game at the half. Late in the second quarter, Northview and Guerin Catholic are tied at 21. Whiteland leading Mooresville. That's a big ball game for both ball clubs. Whiteland upset last week by Martinsville, and they lead Mooresville late in the second half by a 27-16 count. Mount Vernon leading Newcastle 12-6. That ball game approaching the half. No score in the second quarter, believe it or not, between Danville and Frankfort. Ron Colley and Louisville Male deadlocked at 7. That ball game late in the first quarter of play. So we'll have other scores for you throughout the night. Also, remind you that later tonight and early tomorrow morning we'll have game recaps of a bunch of games from around the area. We'll also promote as many kids as we can on Twitter. It'll be outstanding, to say the least. Nick Orr, our intern from over at Butler University, sports journalism major, helping us out. Next week, we'll have a handful of ball games to broadcast. We'll have Pike versus North Central, and we'll have these Scecina Crusaders against the Ritter Raiders. Then we'll have a ball game up in East Central Indiana in the Muncie area, and there we'll have Greenfield Central against Delta. So a couple of weeks in a row over at Delta. I'd like to thank Athletic Director Tillman Clark for his hospitality over there, and Sam Niger calling the ball games from Ball State and the Ball State Sports Link program. Here we're at halftime, 14-8. Both teams are on the field warming up. We'll be back with the second half kickoff after this break on Indiana High School Sports Dive.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779. Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Well, we're getting set for second half action between these 2A powerhouse programs. Triton Central ranked 6th in Class 2A, Scecina at number 5. And these two teams definitely have a shot to meet again in the sectional. The sectional drawing, of course, is Sunday night. And we'll see where everybody heads on. Boy, New Pal is just hammering Shelbyville, 56-0. That ball game in the third quarter. Also in the third quarter, Hamilton Southeastern 21, Noblesville nothing. We'll have other scores for you here throughout the night. Levi Dewey tees the football up at his 40-yard line. Barrio and Tamir Woods back deep for Scecina. Dewey. Ground ball fielded by the up back, and that's Michael McConnell. McConnell dancing across the 30-yard line, and we've got a flag. It's going to be a penalty against Scecina. Nick Riggins on the tackle for Triton Central. So Scecina will have the football. 1st and 10 from around their 23-yard line. Crusaders averaging 33 points a ball game so far this year versus 24.6 a year ago. They deploy receivers left and right. Barriot over there on the far side. Tebow here to the near along with Tamir Woods. Brandon Fitzramey, the lone setback. Tebow motions far side, and here's Mendez out of the gun. Pressured. Mendez is going to run. Evades one tackle across the 30-yard line, and Jared Schweitzer knocks him down for Triton Central along with Ray Crawford. Nice gain, about a 9-yard gain by Mendez. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Scecina employing a hurry-up offense. Trips to the far side. Here's Mendez. Mendez fires over the middle. The pass is complete for a 1st down, and that'll be Mason Barrio. Barrio, 5'7", 140-pound senior. Be a 1st down. Football be spotted at the Scecina 34. Just underway here in quarter number 3. Here's Mendez. He'll roll right. Looking. Fires. The pass is complete to Keaton Tebow. Tebow will have enough for another Scecina 1st down, or did he drop it? Looks like he dropped the football to bring up 2nd down. Hard to see over there on the far side. Pass incomplete. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Stops the clock with just under 11 minutes to go here in the 3rd period. Scecina 14, Triton Central 8. Barrio and Woods here to the near side. Fitzramey, the lone setback behind Mendez. He'll get the football. Across the left side, across the 40-yard line, up to around the 43. And the Scecina crowd looking for a horse collar tackle. They didn't get it. Didn't get the call. About an 8-yard gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2. Hurry-up offense again by the Crusaders. Mendez back to throw. Steps up, dumps it over the middle, and the pass is complete to Tebow. He'll have enough for a Scecina 1st down. So Mendez to Tebow for about 3 yards. They'll spot the football at the 45. Mendez back to work. Marcus Greathouse into the football game. He gets the handoff from Mendez. About 2 yards on the play. Be 2nd down and 8. Greathouse spelling Brandon Fitzramey. And it doesn't look like Fitzramey is injured. Mendez rolls far side, gets a block from Greathouse, has his receiver over there on the far side. Looks like that's Tebow. And he's brought down around the 49-yard line of Triton Central. So call it a gain of 6, will be third and a long 4. 9:30 to go here in the quarter. Hurry up offense again by Scecina. Twins left and right. Mendez runs the option, and it's not going to go far. Sam Kemper in there on the stop for Triton Central. Picks up maybe a gain of 1 on the play. Wholesale substitutions as fourth down comes in to play, and the punting unit comes on to the field for Scecina. Carter Nolan averaging 31.5 yards per punt. Mendez, the up back. Brad Schultz will be deeper, standing around his 20-yard line. Nolan, end over end low kick. Oh, Schultz can't handle it. Scramble, loose ball. Who's going to have it? And the football is recovered by Ray Crawford. So Crawford evades big trouble there by recovering that fumble. And that's where Triton Central will take over. 1st and 10 from their own 25 with 8:44 to go here in the third. We'll keep it here. Jay Stuckey, 5 receivers in the ball game. In the gun, Stuckey dumps it over on the far side to Kemper. He runs over one Scecina Crusader defender and is tackled over the far side after a gain of about 1, maybe 2 on the play. Kemper holding his right shoulder. Calvin Connor in on the tackle for Scecina. 2nd down and 9. Stuckey looking for the call. Connor, a 5'11", 175-pound senior. So Triton Central doing a good job of stopping Scecina on their first drive. Here's Ray Crawford over to the left side. He's not going to get much of anything. Mason Barrio in on the tackle for Scecina. Barrio, the top tackler for the Crusaders, comes up from his defensive back position. Looks like 3rd and 6. The football spotted at around the 29-yard line of Triton Central. Clock rolling with 7:30 to go. Stuckey in the gun. Kemper motions near side, and Jace will throw once again. Rolls near side, pressured from behind, and down he goes. Adam Young pressured Jace Stuckey and dragged him down from behind, along with Marcus Greathouse. And Young gets a sack, the 5'8", 225-pound senior. 4th and long, and the punting unit will come on to the field for the first time tonight for Triton Central. Hayden Ball will do the punting duties for Triton Central. High end over ender. They're going to try to the reverse to Barrio. Barrio couldn't get where he was going. He's going to reverse his direction, gets across the 40-yard line to around the 34, and that's where Scecina will take over with 6:26 to go here in the third quarter of play. It's Scecina 14, Triton Central 8.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Scecina to the line. Twins left and right. Mendez in the gun once again. Keegan Ray in the ball game. He motions far side. Mendez is pressured from behind, and he'll go down. Looks like maybe a loss of 1 yard on the play. Hayden Ball in there defensively for Triton Central. Ben Wilkins checks out of the football game defensively for the Tigers. Wilkins, a 6'1", 195-pound sophomore. 2nd and 10 from the Scecina 43. We're at the midway point here in the third quarter. Twins to the far side, Woods here to the near. Fitzramey gets the football. He's across the 50, down to the 49-yard line. Nice little gain of 8 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and a long 2. 3rd and a long 2. So neither team on their first drive able to get anything going. The Crusaders trying to change that here. Martin and Barrio to the far side. Woods here to the near. Fitzramey behind Mendez. Tebow lines up in the slot to the right. Mendez dumps it over the middle, and the pass is complete. That's Tebow, spins across the 40, down to around the 39-yard line, and that'll be a Scecina first down. So the Crusaders went with a hurry-up offense on their first drive, and on drive number 2, back to the conventional huddle. 1st and 10 from the Triton Central 38. Trips to the far side. Here's Mendez. Hands it off to Fitzramey over right side. Ramey gets the edge, 30, 25, and he's finally tackled over there on the far side, near side by Brad Schultz. That'll be another Scecina first down. Schultz got the shoulder on Fitzramey, knocked him down, but it's enough for a Scecina first down. The ball will be just inside the 25-yard line. Clock rolling with 4:15 to go here in the third. Martin, Tebow, Barrio to the far side. Fitzramey behind Mendez, who's in the gun. Woods to the near side. Quick pitch far side. That's Fitzramey. Fitzramey is not going to get much. As he's tackled over there on the far side by Courtney Dunville for Triton Central. No gain on the play. Call it 2nd down and 10. Western Boone now with a 24-0 lead over Southmont, that ball game in the third quarter. Heritage Christian with a 2-point lead over LaPel, 27-25. That game also in the third. Trips to the near side. 2nd and long. Here's Mendez, pressured, rolls near side, looking, and he finally throws it away, looking for Tamir Woods. Woods guarded there by Mason Compton. It'll be 3rd down. Fitzramey checks out of the ball game. Western Boone now with a 24-0 lead over Southmont. Carmel leads Ben Davis 14-7, that ball game in the third quarter. Hamilton Southeastern with a 21-0 lead over Noblesville now in the third. Center Grove at the half leading Pike 29-0. Here's Mendez, he rolls near side, looking, pressured. A host of Tigers get him from behind. Braden Wilkins, Jared Schweitzer, all in on the tackle there for the Tigers. Ben Wilkins also in there on the sack of Mendez. That'll bring up 4th and long. And we'll see if Carter Nolan will come onto the field. He indeed will, along with the rest of the punting unit for Scecina. 2:38 to go, the clock running. 14-8, Scecina with a 6-point lead. Good snap. Nolan with a high end over Ender. Bounces once. Schultz will let it bounce twice. And Jacob Martin fields the football for Scecina around the 10-yard line. So that's where Triton Central will take over. They trail by 6.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Well, neither team has been able to capitalize on their drives here in the second half. 2:23 to go, and Triton Central with the football. Stuckey to Crawford. Crawford's got space. Crawford across the 25 up to around the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 9 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 1. A long one. 2:05 to go here in the quarter. Greenfield Central and Yorktown are deadlocked at 14. Tri-West all over North Montgomery, 40-0. Holy cow. Twins to the far side. Brad Schultz here to the near. Stuckey in the gun. Stuckey gives it to Crawford once again. Crawford dives across the 25-yard line. He'll have a Triton Central first down. They'll stop the clock with $1:35 to go here in the quarter. Wilkins checks out of the ball game. Here come the Tigers. Compton here to the near side. Schultz and looks like Schweitzer over there on the far. Out of the Wildcat is Crawford. And Crawford gets it across the 30-yard line to the 31. Call it a gain of 5 yards. It'll be second down and 5. That was Jay Stuckey actually lining up over on the far side, replacing Wilkins. Danville all over Frankfurt at half, 53-3. Well, it was 0-0 for a while, and then Danville poured it on. Crawford again. Far side looks to turn the corner, and that play is spread out, and it looks like it's going to be a loss of about 1. Mason Barrio there on the tackle again for the Crusaders, as time will wind down here in the third quarter of play. So Barrio coming up from his defensive back position for another tackle. And Triton Central will be content letting the clock run down. And we'll head to the fourth period of play. And your score right now, as the fourth period unwinds, it is Scecina 14, Triton Central 8. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Well, we have a fresh 12 on the clock in the fourth and final period here at Crystal House at Manual Field on Ray Schultz Field, Crystal House at Manual campus. Triton Central and Scecina, a tilt of 2A, very strong, successful programs over the last several years. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Sam and Rob Urey over there, they put a great roof on our house along with some gutters, terrific curb appeal. Receivers right and left for Jay Stuckey, the junior quarterback. Stuckey. Crawford actually took the Wildcat. Stuckey, he's going to rainbow down the middle for Schultz, and Schultz has it. Schultz has one person to beat, and Barrio throws him out of bounds around the 11-yard line. Giant play there by Triton Central. Crawford lined up in the Wildcat, tossed it back to Stuckey. That play didn't work earlier in the first half, and Stuckey fired a long bomb to Schultz. So Triton Central in the red zone. They'll have the football, 1st and 10 from around the 11-yard line. Just underway here in the fourth quarter. Triton Central knocking on the door. They trail by 6. Schultz lined up here in the near side. Kemper motions far. Stuckey hands it off to Crawford. Gets a block from Kemper. Now he's looking to turn the edge. Scecina does a great job of spreading it out. Barrio over there on the tackle. Tamir Woods also over there on the coverage for Scecina. Called a gain of 2 yards on a play. Be 2nd down and 8. We'll spot the football at the 9-yard line. Other scores from around the area. Lebanon leading Crawfordsville 35-0. Western Boone all over Southmont 31-zip. Center Grove with a 36-0 lead over Pike. Here's Stuckey. He has Evans here in the flat, or Schultz rather. Schultz looking to get a block, and he can't find anything, and it looks like he'll have a loss on the play. Loss of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. Be 3rd down and 11. Not the way Coach Tim Abel wanted that play to work. But again, this Scecina defense is tough. They do a great job of spreading it out. Big play for Triton Central here. 3rd and 11 from the 12-yard line. Receivers left and right. Crawford in the lone setback to the right of Stuckey. In the gun, Jace looking. He's pressured by Adam Young. He's going to run, and he's not run out of bounds over there on the far side. Calvin Conner runs Stuckey out of bounds over on the far side. Brings a 4th down, and Levi Dewey will come on to attempt a field goal. He's already made 2 from 32 and 1 from 37. This one will be from around 26 yards. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is on the way, and it's good. So 9:45 to go here in the 4th and final period of play. It's Scecina 14, Triton Central 11.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Back at Ray Schultz Field on the campus of Crystal House at Manual High School, where Levi Dewey has connected on his 3rd field goal of the night. He's keeping Triton Central in the game. They trail by 3, 14-11. Dewey has nailed field goals of 32, 37, and 26 yards. He'll tee the football up at his 40-yard line. Woods and Burial back deep for Scecina. Dewey. Short squib kick. 1 bounce fielded by the up back at the 30-yard line. That is Jalen Long. Picks up the football and he runs it out to around the 35, so that's where the Crusaders will take over. 1st and 10 from their 35. 9:38 to go. We'll have scores from around the area in our post-game show. And I'd like to remind you that, again, we'll have plenty of game recaps late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Stories of your favorite teams, and we'll promote as many kids as we can on our Twitter site. Scecina has the football, Twins left and right. Here's Mendez. Mendez, he'll run it over the left side, and he gets across the 40-yard line, just shy of the 41. Gain of about 6 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 4. So you got to wonder if Ott Hurley will just continue to run clock with a 3-point lead. Trips here to the near side. You got Tebow, Woods, quick pitch near side to Ramey. Ramey, a little scat back, gets across the 45-yard line, keeps his feet going, and he breaks one tackle, and the Tigers having a heck of a hard time. Now a fumble, going back the other way is Braden Wilkins, and Mendez tries to get it, and Wilkins fumbles, and it's recovered this time by Scecina in the end zone. Holy cow! That's got to be one of the strangest plays I've ever seen. Unbelievable. And we have an injured TC Tiger down. Looks like that may be Ben Wilkins is the injured Triton Central ball player. And it'll be a touchback, and Scecina will get the football 1st and 10 from their own 20. Wow, is that weird. Wilkins was stripped of the football from behind. Scecina recovered the ball in the end zone, and they'll have the football 1st and 10 from their own 20. That is a killer. What a weird play. 8:43 to go. Ben Wilkins over there is being attended to. And he's getting up, trying to get off on his own power, and he does. Man, that was weird. So Scecina has it. 1st and 10 from their 20. They deploy trips here to the near side. Woods to the far. Fitzramey to the left of Mendez. He's in the gun. Mendez the throw. Mendez steps up. Pressure by Triton Central. Evades one tackler. And Hayden Ball's going to drag him down from behind. Ball 33 tackles on the year. 4 for a loss. About a 2-yard gain for Mendez. It'll bring it up to a 2nd down and 8. Scores from around the area. Western Boone now with a 31-7 lead over Southmont. It's Carmel 14, Ben Davis 7. That ball game in the 4th quarter of play. Hamilton Southeastern now leads Noblesville 28-7. Here's Mendez for Scecina. Trips to the near side. He'll roll right. Fires over the middle. The pass is incomplete. Intended for Tamir Woods. Woods fired it just a tad high. And Woods at 6'2", wasn't able to grab it. That'll bring up 3rd down and 8. Heritage Christian leads Lapel by 10, 35-25. That ball game in the 3rd period of play. Center Grove all over Pike, 42-0 in the 3rd quarter. Franklin 28, Plainfield 6. At the half, Guerin Catholic leads Northville View 35-8, 28. Here's Mendez. Mendez, look, that may be a live ball. Mendez tried to hit Tamir Woods. Looks like they were setting up a halfback pass. Woods couldn't handle it, and they're going to call it an incomplete pass. So that'll bring up 4th down. Carter Nolan will come on along with the punting team for Scecina. 7:46 to go. The Crusaders maintaining a 3-point lead. Nolan will stand around his 8-yard line. Schultz around his 36. High end over end kick. takes a little bit of a Scecina bounce. Tamir Woods will down it around the 33-yard line, and that's where Triton Central and Company will take over with 7:46 to go.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Triton Central has the football. Twins here to the near side. Stuckey in the gun. Crawford has it. Crawford breaks one tackle, reverses direction. Crawford to the 45, the 50, dragging defenders to the 45-yard line of Scecina. Barrio again on the tackle. Adam Young checks back into the football game for Scecina. Noah Stuzinski checks out of the ball game. 1st and 10 for Triton Central. They're in Scecina territory at the Crusaders 46. 7:15 to go in the ball game. Triton Central on the march. Here's Stuckey again. Hands it to Crawford, and he's not going to go anywhere. Tamir Woods is there to stop his momentum, along with Adam Young. And that'll bring up a loss of about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 13 from the 49 of Scecina. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at genesissportsperformance.com. And by Ray Skillman, Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. And Universal Roofing. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. Schultz in motion near side. Here's Stuckey. Hands it off again over the right side to Crawford. Crawford dancing across the 40-yard line. Drags defenders to the 37. They're going to spot it at 38. Just shy of a Triton Central first down. Be 3rd down and about 2 yards. Hurry up offense by Triton Central. Stuckey takes it right up the gut, and he's going to be short of a first down. Stuckey may have picked up a yard on the play. They're going to call it 4th and 1. Well, an interesting call here for Tim Abel, or from Tim Abel. 5:40 to go. Triton Central will go for it. Scecina fans on their feet. Stuckey lines up under center, Hayden Ball. Crawford in the backfield. Stuckey goes over right tackle. He's got a first down. Stuckey ran behind Aiden Sosby and Landon Bailey, and he's got enough for a Tigers first down. Gets inside the 35 to the 33-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. 5:10 to go. Will Triton Central have saved its best for last? Schultz and Compton to the near side. Wilkins to the far. Kepper and Crawford in the backfield. Here's Crawford. Trying to get outside, and he maybe picks up a couple of yards. We'll see where they spot it. 2 yards. 2nd down and 8. Clock rolling with 4:30 to go. Brad Schultz and Mason Compton line up here on the near side. Braden Wilkins to the far. Eye in the backfield. Stuckey under center. Hands it off to Kemper. He drags defenders down to around the 25-yard line. Short little gain. It'll be 3rd down, and it looks like a long 3. 3:50 to go. Tim Abel running time off the clock. Nice drive being put together here by Triton Central. We'll see if this Crusaders defense, who's only averaging, they're only giving up about 16 points a ball game, if that. Toss right side is Ray Crawford. 25-20. Gets inside the 20-yard line. He's in the red zone. Gets down to around the 15-yard line. It'll be a first down for Triton Central. Clock stops to move the chains. Orlando Ross comes into the football game, replaces Jalen Long. Triton Central taking its time. 1st and 10 from the 15. Toss right side is Crawford. Crawford inside the 15-yard line, drives inside the 10. He's going to have a pickup of around 7 yards. Crawford slow getting up. They're going to spot it at around the 9-yard line. So call it a gain of 6. It'll be 2nd down and 4. We will probably see a steady diet of Ray Crawford from here on out. Twins to the near. Crawford gets it again on the handoff from Stuckey. Gets it down to around the 5-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and short. 2 minutes to go. Triton Central continuing to run clock. Compton and Schultz to the near side. Stuckey runs it up the gut, and he's going to have a first down. That'll stop the clock. Stuckey running behind center Hayden Ball. Gets it inside the 5. They're going to spot it at the 4-yard line. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 4. Clock running now with 1:40 to go. 14-11. We've had a whale of a ball game. Levi Dewey, the place kicker for Triton Central, has kept them in the ball game from a scoring perspective. Scecina took advantage of a couple of fumbles, turned those into 14 points. Triton Central knocking on the door. 1st and goal from the 4. Stuckey fakes it to Crawford. He's going to keep it and walk it in. We got a whistle. We got a whistle and a couple of flags on the play. Could be a hold. Holding against Triton Central, and that'll back him up 10 yards. What a break. What a break for Scecina. The clock stopped with 1:13 to go. Stuckey walked it in from 4 yards, but that's going to come back. Stick around for our post-game show. We'll have some scores from around the area. And late tonight, early tomorrow morning, we'll have plenty of game recaps. Go to our Twitter site at INDHS Sports. We'll have plenty of information there as well, promoting as many kids as we can. 1st and goal from the 17. Receivers left and right. Stuckey back to throw. He's going to run it. Stuckey up the middle. 5. And Jace runs it in. He's inside the 5, back to around the 4, maybe the 3-yard line with 45 seconds to go. Clock continuing to roll. Tim Abel looks like he's trying to call a timeout and couldn't get the referee's attention. Clock is stopped with 35 ticks to go. With that, we'll take a break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
35 seconds to go in this one. It's been a great ball game. Triton Central knocking on the door. Jay Stuckey with an impressive 10-yard run right at the middle. Puts the ball back at the 4-yard line. His ball club trails 14-11. Tim Abel not happy over on the far side as he was trying to call timeout. And here we go. Receivers left and right. Evans and Kemper in slots to the left and right. Crawford, the lone setback, gets a toss from Stuckey. Play strung out and nowhere to go. Crawford had nowhere to go on that one. And Triton Central calls timeout with 34.7 to go. Calvin Connor with a nice sack there of tackle for a loss on Crawford. A loss of 6. It'll be 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line. We'll keep it here. 34 seconds to go. Triton Central calls timeout. Looks like they have one left. What a ball game this has been. One of our better ones that we've had all year. Kind of nice not to have a running clock, to be honest with you. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call Universal at 317-257-0779. Scecina back on the field. Here come the Triton Central Tigers. Number 5 against number 6 in Class 2A. Third and goal from the 10-yard line. Twins to both sides. Crawford lines up to the left of quarterback Jace Stuckey. Stuckey takes a snap, has time. Now he's got to roll. Stuckey is hit, and he's knocked out of bounds. Barrio over there on the coverage. Keaton Tebow also over there on the coverage for Stuckey. And Levi Dewey will come on to attempt a field goal with 27.2 to go. Dewey's already drilled 3. He's going to attempt a 32-yarder, and Scecina will call timeout with 27.2 to go. We'll keep it here. Dewey has nailed field goals tonight of 32, 37, and 26 yards. He nailed the 26-yarder in the 4th quarter. So Triton Central has held Scecina pretty well defensively here in the second half. Boy, that holding call was killer for Triton Central. Jay Stuckey did a nice job of getting that 10 yards back, but the Scecina defense wouldn't give in as they strung a play out, dumped Crawford for about a 6-yard loss. Here come the Crusaders. Dewey for a 32-yard field goal to tie it up at 14. Fans on their feet. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is long enough, and he got it. Dewey ties it up with 20 seconds to go. We're tied at 14. Back after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com. .
Levi Dewey kicked his 4th field goal of the night. This one a 32-yarder to tie it up against Scecina, 14-14 with 20.8 to go. Could we have overtime? Dewey tees it up at his 40. Tamir Woods back deep, along with Barrio for Scecina. Well, Dewey has been squib kicking all night. Let's see what he does here. He does it again. Ball bounces, fielded by the up back at the 30, the 35, and brought down to the 36-yard line. Nick Riggins in there defensively on the tackle for Triton Central. So 18.2 to go, and Scecina will have the football, 1st and 10 from their 36-yard line. We'll see what head coach Ott Hurley will dial up. And it'll be interesting to see if Triton Central will be in a prevent. Carmel and Ben Davis deadlocked at 14 in the 4th quarter. Seems to be a popular score tonight. Trips to the far side, Mendez in the gun. Mendez fires, his pass is incomplete. That was darn close to being a backward lateral. Pass intended for Barrio. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 10, 14.8 to go. That's not very nice. Oh, boy. Woods lines up at the far side. Here you have Martin and McConnell. Mendez in the gun. He's back to throw. Has time. Pulled down from behind. Hayden Ball with the sack of Mendez. About a 2-yard loss on the play, and Scecina will call timeout with 9.8 to go. Hayden Ball applied pressure, came out of nowhere all of a sudden. 9.8 to go. We're going to keep it here. Other scores from around the area. Noblesville now with a commanding 38-7 lead over, check that, at Hamilton Southeastern with a commanding 38-7 lead over Noblesville. LaPel now has jumped in front of Heritage Christian 38-35. That ball game late in the 3rd. Franklin 35, Plainfield 6. Westfield 21, Avon 7. That ball game late in the 3rd. Danville all over Frankfort 53-10. Running clock there. Roncalli 14, Louisville Male 7. That ball game late in the 3rd. Greenfield Central and Yorktown deadlocked at 14. Here we go. Mendez fires, rainbows the near side. That pass is going to be incomplete, intended for Mason Barrio. Clock is stopped with 3.3 to go. Bring up a 4th down. And this ball game quite possibly could be headed to overtime. Mason Compton on the coverage against Barrio for Triton Central. This will be the first overtime ball game we've had. Haven't seen a lot of overtimes throughout the state, particularly here in central Indiana this season. Trips to the far side. Mendez in the gun again. Mendez the throw. Looking. Winds up, rainbows the far side, and that pass is incomplete. Intended over there on the far side for Tamir Woods. And we are going to overtime, and we will have that after we pause for this break on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com. Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. They're certified and don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at genesissportsperformance.com.
Try our easy-to-use Shop by Payment tool. You set what you want to spend, and our True Payments engine will find the best matches across our entire inventory. You can even add your trade-in. You'll get customized financing for every vehicle matching your budget. You'll be amazed at what you can buy. There is no impact on your credit and no obligation to buy. Shop by Payment.
Well, this ball game tonight has not been disappointing whatsoever, as it's really been all that we can expect between the number 5 and number 6 ranked teams in Class 2A. Scecina and Triton Central deadlocked at 14, and the Tigers came roaring back on the leg of Levi Dewey. Dewey kicking field goals of 32, 37, 32, and 26 yards. He had 2 field goals in the first half and 2 here in the second. And Scecina has yet to be able to score here in the second half, and now we're at overtime. First quarter, Scecina capitalized on a pair of Triton Central fumbles. And it's been really all Triton Central here in the second half for the most part. Triton Central was on a march, had the football first and goal from the 4, but a holding call brought it back to the 10-yard line and kind of foiled that drive there and an opportunity to end the ball game in regulation. So we'll see how this will work. Captains are out at midfield. Updated scores from around the area. It's Western Boone 38, Southmont 7. Carmel with a 7-point lead over Ben Davis, 21-14. That ball game in the fourth quarter. Ron Cowley now leading Louisville Male 21-7. That ball game in the fourth. In the third quarter, Guerin Catholic with a 10-point lead over Northview, 38-28. Westfield leading Avon 21-7. Lutheran all over Monrovia, 34-6. Chittard was not a great night for the Trojans tonight. They lost to Christian Brothers of Missouri, 55-24. Brownsburg pounding Zionsville 50-3. Wow, didn't expect that one. Center Grove beating Pike 48-0. Sheridan besting North Central of Farmersburg in a big way, 42-0. New Pal hammering Shelbyville 56-0. We'll have some more scores from around the area. Tonight's ball game brought to you by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com or give them a shout at 317-257-0779. Well, we'll see how this sucker will work. Football will be spotted at the 20-yard line. This has been everything that you can expect. Scecina will have the football. Triton Central will be on defense first. So in overtime, they're going to spot the football actually at the 10-yard line. So got 4 plays to ram it in, or put some points on the board. Then Triton Central will have an opportunity. Woods and Barrio line up to the far side. Jacob Martin here to the near side. Fitzramey standing behind Mendez, who's in the gun. Mendez to Fitzramey. Runs over left tackle. Gets about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and goal from the 7. Mitch Ryan in there defensively on the tackle for Triton Central. Aiden Sosby in there as well. Second down and goal. Scecina will line up the same way. Mendez in the gun once again. Mendez looks for Martin over the middle, and the pass is caught. Touchdown! Jacob Martin had it. He beat Mason Compton to the ball. And the Crusaders score first. Carter Nolan will come on to attempt the point after. And Triton Central will have their opportunity. Could have been pass interference anyway on that one. Nice grab there by Jacob Martin, his first catch of the night. And in for a touchdown, 7-yard TD. Snap is down, Nolan's kick is on the way, and it's good. So Scecina strikes first. They lead at 21-14. Triton Central will have their opportunity when we come back.
Universal Roofing and Exteriors is a family-owned and operated business, providing care and honest service for over 30 years. Universal has always been a little bit different. Their certified and trained employees don't just provide excellent work at a fair low price. They care about their customers, simply providing great customer service. Quality, honesty, dependability. That's Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Call us today at 317-257-0779.
Ray Schultz Field is the scene. Crystal House at Manuel, the location. And Triton Central has their opportunity to send this game into double overtime. Mendez to Jacob Martin on a 7-yard strike. Scecina leads it by 7, 21-14. Receivers left and right, Stuckey in the gun. Fires far side, he's got Schultz. Schultz breaks one tackle, drives another one inside the 5-yard line down to around the 3. That's where they'll spot it. It'll be second down and goal from the 3-yard line. Henry Weimer checking into the football game. He replaces Mendez. Second down and 3. Mason Compton comes here to the near side. Schultz over there on the far, along with Wilkins. Crawford has it, gets the handoff from Stuckey, breaks one tackle, gets down inside the 3 to the 1-yard line, and that's where they'll spot it there. It'll be third and goal from the 1. Crawford has been a workhorse here in the second half. What a ball game. Fans on both sides on their feet. Weather temperature dropping, probably into the upper 50s by now. And we have a whistle as Triton Central comes to the line, and Scecina will call timeout. With that, we'll take a quick break after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Triton Central has 2 opportunities to punch it in from the 1-yard line and extend this game to a second overtime. Crawford, the lone setback, Stuckey underneath Hayden Ball. Gives it to Crawford, goes to the left side, and he dives in for a score. So Triton Central now within 1 point of sending it into overtime number 2 as Levi Dewey comes on to attempt the point after. Dewey is hit on 23 of 25 point after attempts on the year. He's been red hot tonight. Compton to hold. Snap is down. Dewey's kick is up. It's good, but a flag. And what will we have here? Referees conferring. No indication as of yet. Hayden Ball over there. And Scecina is walking towards their end zone. And you got to think, was it a procedure penalty? Did Scecina jump? Personal foul against Scecina. So that'll be half the distance of the goal. And will Triton Central go for the win here, or will they try to kick? They're going to spot the football. They got to spot it probably close to that goal line, right? They're going to put the football, looks like, on the 1-yard line. And Triton Central is going to go for the win. Here we go. Stuckey under center, Hayden Ball. Crawford the lone setback. Wilkins in motion. Stuckey hands it off to Crawford. He fumbles the football, and Scecina's going to win it. Scecina recovers. Mason Burial recovers the football, and it's over. And Triton Central is stunned. Crawford fumbled the snap from Stuckey. And Scecina walks away with a 21-20 victory over the number 6 ranked Triton Tigers, Triton Central Tigers. What a ball game. Scecina escapes. What a ball game. Back with our post-game show after this on IndianaHighSchoolSports.com.
Turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland. We'll buy your car no matter what make and model, even if you don't buy one from us. You'll get a check on the spot as fast as 30 minutes. It doesn't get easier than that. Do you need a vacation, want to go shopping, or just need some spending money? We need cars, and we have cash for you right now. So turn your car into cash at the all-new Ray Skillman Northeast Kia at 13th and Shadeland Avenue or RaySkillmanShadeland.com.
Looking for training that makes a difference? Then Genesis Sports Performance is for you. Whether you're a grade school, high school, or college athlete, or just looking to get back into shape, Genesis has customized programs providing rapid gains in strength and conditioning, speed and agility. Genesis features a 7,000 square foot facility with state-of-the-art weight room and huge turf surface. Call Genesis at 386-7459 or visit them at GenesisSportsPerformance.com.
What a ball game tonight. It was everything we thought it would be. Triton Central went for the win after an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Scecina. Ray Crawford fumbled the football, very uncharacteristic. And Scecina recovered, and they hold on to beat Triton Central tonight by a score of 21-20 in overtime. Let's give you some scores from around the area tonight. Of course, make sure you go to IndianaHighSchoolSports.net or IndianaHighSchoolSports.com tomorrow morning. And we'll have plenty of game recaps and promoting as many kids as we can all over Twitter. And again, our goal is to promote Indiana high school football. Scores from around the area. Western Boone leads Southmont 38-7. That ball game in the fourth quarter. It's Carmel 21, Ben Davis 14. That ball game also in the fourth period of play. Hamilton Southeastern blitzing Noblesville 38-7. It's Pendleton Heights 17, Delta 10. That ball game in the fourth period. Roncalli has now extended its lead over Louisville Male 28-7 in the fourth quarter. Garrett Catholic 45, Northview 28. Westell leading Tinley 6-0. That ball game in the fourth period of play. Bishop Chittard falls to Christian Brothers of Missouri tonight, 55-24. Covenant Christian just manhandled Crystal House of Manuel, 61-6. It's Brownsburg 50, Zionsville 3. Sheridan hammers North Central Farmersburg 42-0. It's Center Grove 48, Pike 0. Hamilton Heights knocks off Tipton 42-7. Tri-West 32 points better than North Montgomery. The Bruins with a 40-8 win over North Montgomery. It's Danville 53, Frankfort 17. And it's been a very exciting week number 7, particularly here at Ray Schultz Field at Crystal House of Manuel. Again, your final score tonight for the final time. In overtime, it's Scecina 21, Triton Central 20.
Tonight's game on IndianaHighSchoolSports.net has been built by Universal Roofing and Exteriors. Visit Universal at universalrfg.com. And brought to you in part by Genesis Sports Performance. Visit Genesis at GenesisSportsPerformance.com. And by Ray Skillman Northeast Kia on Shadeland Avenue. And by High Gear Marketing at highgearmktg.com. This has been a presentation of IndianaHighSchoolSports.net and High Gear Sports.